Well, here we go. 3 kilometers to go. Been traveling for a few hours now, and on the do you hear that as well? And just poking up right in the middle of the screen, do you kind of see the telltale signs? Well, here we go. 3 kilometers to go. Been traveling for a few hours now, and on the way to Stevensons Falls campground. It's a bit late. I left late. Couldn't be asked to get out of bed really. And then I stopped and just a few pee stops along the way. Haven't had a coffee yet, other than McDonald's when I left early this morning. But 3 kilometers away to Stevensons Falls campground. Well, nearly there. Only a few hundred meters to go to Stevensons Falls campground. What an amazing drive. Oh, hang on, a bit bumpy here. Oh, Jesus, I need a full drive. Right. A bit of a bump in the road, and given that the car has next to no clearance. But anyway.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Stevensons Falls campground track.
Sweet. How good is this?
Then you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived.
Well, it's a bit full here, but let's have a look, see what we can do. Right, here we go. Stevensons Falls campground. Looking forward to going to the waterfalls. But what a gorgeous place to be. The Mustang did a great job. Quite a lot of dirt roads to get here, but it fared well. I popped the rooftop tent open, but she did a great job. She's filthy dirty, needs a really good wash, but hey, that's what these road trip adventures in a Mustang is all about. Right, well, let's get this rooftop tent up and running. The 23-0 Dakota Super Light. What a fantastic rooftop tent. Right, a cup of tea, a McDonald's muffin that I have been saving all the way since I left Geelong, and a packet meal. What is this? A roast chicken, backcountry cuisine. Boil the water. How good is this? Bloody $60 from Kmart. You know, I mean, I know the jet bowl's a known brand name, but come on, this is $60. And look at that. Piezo ignition. Bloody brilliant. But time for my cup of tea. That's a bit of a bugger. Fish that out real quick. There you go. Done. Open the milk. I'll be right. So anyway, I'll get into that, and then I'll sit myself down and have my afternoon tea. How good is that? But let's get this milk open first. Well, 23-0. You guys have got to be absolutely proud of this amazing tent. This rooftop tent is astounding. Incredibly comfortable. Brilliant to travel with. I'm driving a Mustang and I didn't even realise it was on the roof. That's how good this tent is. I travel without the ladder, so I put the ladder on the boot, so all up 41 kilos. Great locking system for the ladder. It's very easy to clip into. But just the Dakota super light rooftop tent. It is just phenomenal. Absolutely perfect. Well, there you go. The backcountry cuisine, roast chicken, with the mashed potato. I'll tell you what, I'll take a quick sample then. Bloody tastes alright. Well, I'm going to enjoy this. Right, it's just after 7 o'clock. It's very quiet here. A little bit different to last night. There was a bit of noise, but not to worry. School holidays. Kids will be kids. But yeah, how good is this? Right, let's go for a walk to these waterfalls. Oh God. What is Stevensons Falls walk? 4.6 kilometres, 1 to 3 hours, flat. Well, the flat I like. Alright, 4 kilometres I think it's at. Or 4.6. Well, this is interesting. I've come up to a road. So there's a road over here, and there's a road and a path, but there's a road up there, and what looks like to be the path over here, but there's no actual signposting to show the continuation of the path. This one has a signpost. I mean, it's first world problems, really. That one has a signpost, but No signpost there, and by the look of it, no signpost there. I wonder how many people have gone up that road thinking that's the path. When you go, most likely go this way, although I'm about to find out maybe that is the path, and maybe this is the wrong way, but well, you know, it is what it is, and it's not like I'm going to get lost out in the middle of the outback, and I got a bit of time to spare this morning. Well, this looks promising. A bit further on, we've got this path, that area continuing, so I'm glad I didn't take that fork to the right and follow that road. Although I wonder how many people did do that. That must be the road, I would imagine, because there's not a lot of maths involved here, but that must be the road to the falls as well. So I don't think I'll drive the road because first of all, the Mustang will wake everybody up. I mean, I've got to wake everybody up when I leave, but I don't want to wake more people up by starting up and driving up this road. And plus, I'm also going for a walk up here, so I don't need to go to the falls twice. Unless, of course, that road takes you further. But for now, it's a nice walk. Another sign, let's have a look. Oh, it's got a map on it. Oh, that's handy in the middle. Would have been nice to have it at the start. Or maybe, actually, there was one at the start, wasn't it? Geez, I'm slack. It is wheelchair friendly, so wow. That is very cool. Pretty much the same as before, but again, it's in a nice big font, you know, that is very cool. You know, 1.5 kilometers behind us. Oh, I didn't think we'd travel that far, but still, maybe we have. Oh, it's only, well, it says 650 meters to the waterfall. Well, that's very cool. All right, well, let's keep on going. Wow, look at this. And yeah, the best part is I'm out here early. All the campers were mostly asleep. And it's really peaceful. Look at the seat. Or the bench, really. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. Wow, I just love live edge timber. It looks so good, doesn't it? You know, I've always wanted to have a live edge timber bench in my house or my unit. Now I've got some live edge timber. I've just got to get my ass in the gear so I can make a live edge bench for my ass. Oh, look at this. What a spectacular place. Wow. Well, we're presented with two trails. I think this one must be the lower waterfall lookout, and I would imagine, is this one over here the upper waterfall? Not quite sure. There's an upper. So, oh, I see. Yep, cool. Okay, right. So to the left branches through the redwood forest. To the right here, this goes through the blue spruce. So the left, you go left, and then you take another left, and you go through the redwood forest, and then the blue spruce. I might go blue spruce, and then I'll see how I go on the way back. So there we go, through the blue spruce forest. I mean, are they really blue? I'm about to find out. Although it doesn't really matter because I'm colourblind, so they could be bloody green for all I know. Right, well, is this a blue spruce? Well, first of all, it's a blue, and secondly, I have no idea if it's a spruce. And what the hell's a spruce? Well, I know a spruce is a tree, but Okay, when I get back to the world of internet reception, I will Google blue spruce. Okay, right. This must be the blue spruce because I'm about to join up to where the left fork would have ended. So let's all take it on good advice from the arborists who know that that was indeed the blue spruce. One more pan up to give you an idea of the height. Wow. Okay, that's the blue spruce. So I think on the way back we will take the right track and go through the redwood. Right, not much further to go. A few hundred meters, I would think. Continuing on. There's a gorgeous little, well, this is the Gallibrand, I think it was, river. It's a wonderful little river. Yeah, I guess it is river too. It's more river than creek. Oh wow, that's very cool. It is Barramunga. So yeah, my apologies to the indigenous Aboriginal people of this area. I'll have to look up Barramunga and get back and clarify that. That's very cool. Nice bit of artwork on the way through. Nice, well, nice paint heritage as well. So lovely. God, it's so lovely and peaceful out here and quiet. Do you hear that as well? And just poking up right in the middle of the screen, do you kind of see the telltale signs? Right, let's continue around. How beautiful is nature? So now you know why I've got a rooftop tent on my Mustang. It's nice to drive the Mustang. I love driving the Mustang. It's got a great sound. It's an amazing visceral experience because it's a manual. But I just didn't want to go to hotels. I thought there's more to life than that. So I take the Mustang to places like this, rooftop tent camp. Last night in nature was amazing. This morning I was up at 6 o'clock and I just missed the morning chorus. So that, that's where all the birds are singing. I missed the morning chorus, but I'll make sure I get up a bit earlier next time I do this. But yeah, I mean, I just like to get away in nature. I just like to slow the world down around me. I work at a frantic pace in the school I work at. I'm always working on my lunch break, and I've got to find a better work-life balance with my work. I mean, I love what I do. There's never been a day I've never wanted to go to school, because I work in a school as a teacher. I've never wanted to go to school. There's always been days I've always wanted to go. There's plenty of days I've been tired, but never a day I didn't want to go to school. So I think I'm incredibly privileged to do what I do. But I work at a frantic pace. And so I like to get away and just let the world slow down around me. Well, let's follow this path a bit more. So glad I beat the crowds. I couldn't bear to be listening to very loud conversations. I mean, I heard some conversations behind me, and I was thinking to myself, why do those people have to talk so loud? You're out in nature. Like, it's not like you have to talk over the bustling noise of the traffic. There we go. Okay, time to head back. One last pan of this beautiful, beautiful place. Stevensons Falls. Okay, taking a detour. The blue tree forest. Okay, taking a detour. The blue spruce forest was over there. I thought this path here was going to go through the redwood, but actually it just diverts around the redwood. So I've cut through the redwood forest, and there's a path I've noticed up here, and this is the actual path through the redwood forest. So I've taken a right turn off of that path, and here we go. So I would imagine that there was that fork further up which went left, and I kept on going straight through. That might be where this exits. But here we go, look at that redwood. Wow. That's amazing. All right, well, let's follow this path. Unfortunately, I'm only a fifth away of it, not to worry. Again, look, a nice boardwalk. Very user-friendly. Which makes it exciting, and also makes it, well, not more exciting, it makes it very accessible. And that's what we want. We don't want things to get trampled to death, but we want people to access as well. I guess that's the dichotomy that most tourism, government, parks people have to juggle. Encouraging people to come out, but not having places trampled to death. I think they've got a great job here. The paths are well defined. Right, nearly there. Right, whew. A bit puffed, but given I'm overweight and unfit, Well, that's fair enough, but good to be out there doing it. You know, I was just thinking about the guy that said about people using walking poles, and I thought, you know, he kind of gave a sort of a look, but it's okay. Like, it wasn't a bad look. And I thought to myself on this walk, you know, they're out there walking. So now I'm sure he wasn't being derogatory towards them, but I'm thinking they're out there walking. So yeah, well done to them. Bit of a tricky bit here to navigate. So certainly no blight on that guy's comment. It just made me think, if you've got walking poles here, well done, because you're here, and being here is the main thing. Well, here we go. What's that, about an hour and a half? Yep, hour and a half, 7,400 steps. Happy with that. Lots of detours to take videos, and then I shot some vertical videos for Instagram, but predominantly I shot 16:9, 2K for YouTube. But it's always nice to share snippets on Instagram. But look, there we go. There is civilization, and Bullitt is parked just near the entrance there. Right, I can see Bullitt from here. So I'll fold up the rooftop tent. And I think I'll just go grab a coffee somewhere. Maybe some bacon and eggs for breakfast. Actually, no, I tell you what I'll do. I'll just grab a coffee and I'll have something for lunch. Or maybe some scrambled eggs, I don't know. There you go. That was a good walk. Well, here we go. Here is Inlet Lighthouse. I was sort of on the way in, but I was stuck in traffic. And I thought I definitely have to make the detour back. So quite glad I did. Been a yachty and sailing for the last 40 years. I have an appreciation of lighthouses and their contribution to safety at oceans. It's good to see that the local community is really caring for their foreshore. Friends of the Hooded Plover Surf Coast, please be careful. The 3 chicks can fly. Thanks for helping everyone. Best Surf Coast hoodie season ever. 10 fledglings. That's very cool. Well done. Right, well, that was Aries Inlet Lighthouse, and there's the Bullitt. So, snug as a bug in a rug. Time for a quick pee, and then continue my journey. Here we go. Back home in Tasmania. It's been a fabulous trip. The Mustang has done an outstanding job, and time to go. So not the best way to wind down the video, but take care, stay safe, and choose kind. Well, here we go, going through Port Phillip Heads, Point Lonsdale out that way. There we go. Nice little roll. Thank you, Victoria. I'm going to go back and do some mountain bike riding. I'm going to invest in a mountain bike.